Let me know if you can hear me. Six people. All right. So tonight's live stream, guys, is going to be partially what I was talking about last week, and more about the fake choices that they're going to give us in the future. So and I mean, I don't, guys, I don't know when. I can't tell you guys, in the next couple weeks, next couple months, hell, even the next couple years. All I can say is that, what's going on, guys? All right, Dobie, thank you for the 5x5. All I can say is things are going to get a lot more interesting, as we all know. All right, Flown Grown. Dan Phillips, thank you for the 5x5. Joe, Biffer, Johnny D, Water Tiger, Adam, Scarlett. Well, thank you, Scarlett, for the beautiful. Adam, thank you for 5x5. Bush Pig, Lisa, Adriana, Darcy, Spotted Fawn, Keeble, Neil the No One, Ozark, John, Laura, Liz. Is that Malibu? Yeah, well, wrong one anyway. Nancy, Susan. Guys, thank you for the 5x5. Appreciate it. All right, so for those of you that know that haven't or are trying to figure out why I'm shooting like this, apparently YouTube wants you to or wants creators to start doing live streams off their phones vertically because they're trying to get ready for the YouTubers that are I'm sorry, they're trying to get ready for the TikTokers that are they think are going to flood YouTube. Who knows? But nonetheless, what they're doing is they are making sure that those who film vertical, is it vertical or horizontal? Vertical, sorry. Those that shoot vertical, they get like preferential treatment or some craziness like that. Anyway, we're going to see if this is going to work. So if this works, great. Obviously, at home, I will not be doing this. There's no way that I'm going to sit there in my home with a vertical, what you call it, stupid. But for here, I guess it works. Prep to adapt, man. Thank you for the donation again. You didn't have to do it, but I appreciate it. Thanks. So, all right, guys. Now, this is Gatlinburg, Tennessee. This place is, I mean, it's fairly small. It's a small city. I mean, from what I'm looking at here, hold on. From what I'm looking at here, this seems to be all of it. Maybe there's more behind me, behind this hotel. There is more Gatlinburg, and there's more uh, in the distance over there. But it seems to be small, or maybe it's just the way everything's laid out. It looks small. Who knows? Nonetheless, guys, this place is heavy bear country. For those that don't know, I knew that there were bears here, but man, I did not know that there were that many bears here. In fact, there's so many bears here. I was hiking today to Rainbow Falls. By the way, guys, Rainbow Falls, fuck it. All right? That place tried to kill me today. I thought it was a short walk. It wound up being something like a little over 3 miles, all uphill. Um, and, listen, I guess because I was moving with a purpose or moving with a nice pace, by the time I got to the top, I was like, damn. So, anyway, I get to the top. I wind up taking a couple pictures of a waterfall, and then a thunderstorm came in. So I started to leave. But, yeah, the way this place is, all right, the trolls are starting up. So, privacy online. So, with that, man, what hotel? I'm at the something Vista Hilton, something Hilton Vista, I think. Right. So, it's not an Embassy Suite. It's the other one. Begins with a D. DoubleTree. That's what it is. Yeah, telling the Bears I'm friends with Bear. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, Trickle Falls I heard was above, but I wasn't about to make that trek. It wiped me the fuck out. By the time I was done, forget it. Darcy, I blocked him. I blocked him, but didn't report him. All right. Yeah, listen, guys, whatever you guys got to do. The cum thing is annoying. It really is. Though I thought for a second it was somebody I worked with, but apparently not. But anyway, so yeah, there are bears everywhere around here. So as I'm coming back, Nancy's like, you're 4 hours away from me. That's pretty long distance. I blocked him too. Yeah, prep to it. Okay, guys, real quick. There's this vertical shit brings in a lot of trolls from what I've been told. So we have to, it is what it is. And Brian Bourdain, nice one, by the way. It's the same guy. He has multiple accounts. So whatever. I mean, if you guys want to block him, by all means. If you want to keep it on there, I don't care either. Doesn't do me any good. But anyway, yes, trolls. While you guys are on here, or Brian or whatever your name is, do me a favor. At least hit thumbs up. Make it worth my while. But anyway, enough of that. So guys, so I'm coming back down the trail, getting back to the car. It was almost a 2-hour hike going up. It was about an hour coming down. And as I decide to, be cute and cut through a switchback, as I'm cutting through, this girl is like, oh, look, a bear. So at first I thought she was talking about me, right? 'Cause I'm like, all right, black guy in the woods. Oh my God, is that a bear? But no, she wasn't talking about me. She was talking about the bear that was 5 feet away from me. I turned around and looked, and I was like, holy shit. And I just kept walking. I didn't run anything. I just looked, and it looked at me, and it gave me the perfect shot, but my camera was in my bag. So I missed a perfect shot on a bear that was 5 feet away from me, man. It was pretty good, but whatever. So a lot of bears around here. And then there was a bear roaming around the neighborhood around here like people. I was just like, that's crazy. I blocked them too. So yeah, and then listen, guys. Obviously, with bears, you don't panic and all other bullshit. And I mean, I've seen them before. It's not my first time, but it is my first time seeing so many out here. So I was just, and they're like a part of everyday life around here, which I get it. I think it's cool. I guess. I don't know. I mean, New York, we have crackheads, maybe similar. I don't know. But Richard, no, I'm in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. But block who? Well, yeah. Listen, I like Tennessee. I mean, I didn't think I would, but I like this place. It's not bad. Gatlinburg isn't bad. It's a nice place to I guess live, and definitely visit. I mean, the amount of stuff they got going on in town there is pretty interesting, and there's enough shit for almost everyone to do. There's hiking to your heart's content. There's photography sessions all over the place to your heart's content. Tomorrow there's another spot I'm gonna hit. Apparently there's a lot of bears there, so I think you have to stay in your cars or no, you don't. They closed the park 2 cars and you could just walk through. So hopefully I can get some decent shots of bears out there. I mean, everything's, well, yeah, I mean, anything could be a tourist trap. I don't think this is a tourist trap. The way everything is laid out here is, I mean, it's tourist friendly, but I wouldn't call it a tourist trap. I don't know. What do I know? But anyway, guys, um, more urgent is the things that are headed this way. Now, this live stream is going to be about a half hour, maybe a little more. Um, and then the angry truth is going to be about a half hour, maybe a little less. I am stupid tired. I tell you, that hike wiped me out. And for all the training that I do and the backpack walking and up and down the hills, up and down hills is one thing. Walking straight up for, what was it, 3 miles up a mountain, if you will, that sucked. But nonetheless, it was worth it when I got to the end. Was Gatlinburg back in April? Yeah, no, I should be carrying bear spray, but I'm not worried about it too much. Like, not really, you know? Someone says no thumbs up icon. I guess not. No, there is, because I see some thumbs up already. I actually have 172. For those of you that are just joining us, if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. Again, it helps out with the algorithm, being that I'm doing this live stream vertical. Let's see what it does and let's see how it performs. They demonetized my last video because, you know, YouTube, but it's all right. It's all right to have videos demonetized once in a while, though again, when they demonetize a video, they show it less, so less people get to see it. Even subscribers don't get to see it once they demonetize a video. There's a lot of trolls in here. All right. Listen, I'm all for it, man. If these trolls or morons want to watch, and they're adding to the viewership, so it's fine. I don't care. But anyway, guys, back to what we're going to talk about. So now, I'm going to be careful, I guess, on how I talk about or what I talk about in this video, because it's pertaining to the bird flu and the new ARM tickets coming out. Now, I told you guys that there are 2 that they already have ready to rock and roll. I think they have like 40 million or 80 million doses of the regular ARM tickets, if that makes sense. And then they have the new versions, the mRNA ones, coming out by 2 companies, the usual suspects, that is, uh, PF and MD, Moderna, and they have 2 new ones coming out. So they're giving you guys options, and we're going to talk about why they're giving you those options in a little bit. Patty, yes, we are looking at downtown. Well, let me not say downtown. We're looking at Gatlinburg. So the area we're looking at right now, it's a Space Needle or something needle. I guess you can eat dinner at the top, I think. I don't know. But they were advertising that. Yeah, this is just, again, small Gatlinburg. And then that's, there's 2 things going on here. There's a Skytram that I keep seeing, that if I see it again, I'll see if I can pick it up on camera. And then you got this thing right here. It's like ski seats, right? Whatever the hell those things are called. It's right here going up and down. I guess it's closed now because it's dark. But yeah. So, yeah, a lot of wildlife out here. I mean, a ton. But anyway. So, guys, U.S., wait a minute, let's see. The United States government is nearing an agreement to fund a late-stage trial of ARM tickets for the bird flu. Financial Times reported on Thursday. This was last week or the week before. MD told Reuters it is discussing with the government on advancing its ARM ticket candidate, but did not confirm the funding, saying it has nothing further to add. So the United States is working on funding these 2 projects with MD, Moderna, and PF, Pfizer. Federal funding from the Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority could come as soon as next month and would include a promise to procure doses if late-stage trials are successful. Now, guys, remember this trial stuff. Remember how they did the same trials with the ARM ticket for Mr. 19. These guys are getting creative. Anyway, so remember the trials that they did for Mr. 19. Remember how they had all of these things worked out, and they told us that it was safe, and they said, don't worry about it. Everybody can take this because it's a new way of how we're going to treat the world for everything now, right? So now they're going along the same line, but this time Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority is saying that if everything turns out to be successful, they will move ahead with the United States. Now, The United States Department of Health and Human Services did not immediately respond to Reuters for a request for a comment. But MD is testing an experimental arm ticket. This is what it's called. Keep this, guys. Write a sticky pad on a notepad, something. This is called mRNA 1018 against severe strains of the bird flu, including the H5N1. If dosing in the early to mid-stage study of the vaccine was completed, it's expected data soon. I'm sorry. It's said dosing in the early to mid-stage study of the arm ticket was completed. Sorry, a lot of fucking bugs out here. Shares of the company have risen about 40% already since April 1st. Guys, keep this in mind. This is Reuters reporting this, okay? Share of the company has risen about 40% since April 1st, when the second known case of bird flu in the United States was reported. The stock was up 3% at $151 in pre-market trading on Thursday. That was last week or the week before last. The United States has a stockpile of bird flu arm tickets matched with the strain currently circulating, as well as an antiviral that could be used to treat human infection. For a majority epidemic or pandemic, however, the country would have considerably scaled up stock. Adam, thank you for the donation. You know what? Thank you, Adam, for that. Thank you for reminding me. I needed water big time. Like an asshole, when I went on that hike, I had no water yet again. And I said, you know what? Fuck that. I don't need water. I'm not a pussy. What happens when I was done with the hike? Massive headache. Anyway, I'll get through this. But thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. So again, guys, you see in this article, things are heating up. It's the same exact thing that went down with Mr. 19. The same exact thing. They're doing so-called studies. They're doing so-called experiments, early stage, late stage, mid stage. They're doing all of this shit again. And yet somehow they want us to be on board with this and be okay with this, which I doubt very much, guys. A lot of people are going to be okay, but there is something that I am seeing that I think is bad if it happens, and that's a big if. I mean, if this thing goes down the way I think it's going to go down, I think people are going to lose their jobs, but it's going to be a lot more severe. And again, we're going to get to that in a few minutes. The United States government is manufacturing about 4.8 million doses of CLS Securus arm ticket. They're also in active conversation with PF and MD for a potential M arm ticket. Last week, U.S. officials confirmed another infection. Yeah, that was the third guy. Who has respiratory issues as well. U.S. poised, listen to this, U.S. poised to invest millions in M arm tickets amid the H5N1 scare. There is no scare. Is that a lightning bug? Yeah, it is. The United States government is poised to announce a multi-million-dollar investment in M arm ticket, mRNA, for the bird fluke. The move comes as the virus continues to spread in mammals, threatening a new event if it makes a jump to humans. We all know this whole human jump that they keep warning us about. Now, again, guys, they're warning us about something that we knew was going to happen with the bird flu. It's not like a surprise, but they keep saying if it makes the jump. They know it's going to make the jump because they're going to force the jump. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I'm trying to be rational, but not be completely conspiracy theorish, but things are starting to line up again, like we saw with the Mr. 19 event. Yeah, this isn't a bad view. It is a nice view out here. My room does face sunrise. So that's also cool. Starting to get a little dark out here. I might move it inside or might not. No, I'll stay. I'll keep my ass out here. But I'll take it over to the tables in the back. No, I am not home. That is not a backdrop. This is Gatlinburg, Tennessee. All right, all right. The U.S. Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority is understood to be nearing an agreement with MD to finance, listen to this, guys, to finance human trials for its experiment with the M-arm ticket for the bird fluke. The deal would include a commitment to stockpile millions of arm tickets if the trial is successful. Of course it's going to be successful, guys. Guys, in the experimental phase or the trial phase, everyone could not make it and or move on to the better pastures. And they're going to make it. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if people grow an extra dick or fucking a third titty. They're going to pass it come hell or high water. So Jeremy Ferrara, chief scientist at WHO, said investing in M-arm tickets for the H5N1 was an important step forward. While Mario Van Peebles, no, just kidding. While Maria Van Kerkhove, head of the Emerging Disease and Zoonotist Unit, said that demonstrating active pandemic preparedness on part of the Americans. Recent progress of H5N1 into U.S. cattle was concerning. Rigorous progress of the H5N1. The H5N1, which has a human case fatality rate of 50%. Now again, guys, we've watched 3 guys get it, and none of them passed away. They're still here. But yet they say that human case fatalities, now there has been a human cases around the world. There were 2 on the other side of the world. I know there was one in an 11-year-old girl last year, if I'm not mistaken. She didn't make it. And then there was one in an older gentleman. He was like, I don't know, 101, and he might have been Vietnamese or something. He passed away as well. So they keep with the, they keep with this bullshit to make us, I don't know, who the hell knows, guys. I'm just reading you articles so that you guys can start piecing this shit together. According to an unnamed source involved in the discussion, tens of millions of dollars funding from BARDA could be made available to MD as soon as next month. Of course it is. The move comes as health ministers from across the world are gathered at the World Health Assembly in Geneva to consider how to improve pandemic preparedness. We all know what that means, guys. That means 15-minute cities or C40 cities and all of the bullshit that's in between it, telling us how to eat and what to eat, because if we eat healthy, we won't have any more, events. Currently, 80% of the world's influenza arm tickets are grown inside chicken eggs. Interesting. A process that can take up to 6 months and is especially difficult with the H5N1, being that the bird flu is in chickens and they're using chicken eggs to cultivate arm tickets. Very interesting. Stupid and interesting. All right. Let's move this along. Trying to find the United States government said it's in talks with PF over supporting the development of its M-arm ticket in targeting the H5N1. Remember, guys, there's also the H8N3 and the H7, I think it's N1 or N4. I can't remember which one that was. But anyway, again, guys, history repeating itself. So now, the WHO still considers the risk to humans low, but urge countries to rapidly share information to enable real-time monitoring of the situation to assure preparedness as the virus continues to spread. Stormy Bell, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks. I'm trying not to. All right, that worked. I don't want to knock this thing over because below me it's like a not that big of a drop, but I'd rather not drop my phone. It's like a 5-foot drop. Anyway, now here's the rub, guys. They're giving you multiple choices when it comes to the arm ticket, right? So they're giving you the old-fashioned method arm tickets, and they're giving you the M arm tickets, right? Modified arm tickets. You know what that means, right, guys? So they're giving you two options. And the reason I feel like they're giving you the two options is so that you can't turn around now and say, hey, I don't want to take this because X, Y, and Z, right? I don't want to take this because it's new. I don't trust it. And so they go, all right, well, we'll offer you this one, the original one. I don't give a fuck if they make this shit out of fucking cherries and ice cream. I am not taking it. I don't care if they put it in food to make it more digestible. I'm not taking it. I don't care, guys. The old way of them doing it is not going in my body, and the new way is definitely not. You cannot trust people who try to, and I say this not lightly, but kill the majority of people by telling us, oh, it's okay, it's all right, it will work, it will save your life. Apparently, it didn't save anyone's life, and there is no data on it. So when it comes, guys, to the choices that they're giving you, when it comes to the choices they're giving you, you are getting two choices. You're getting regular and modified arm ticket, and then they're giving you 4 different types or 4 different companies, if you will, right? You got MD, PF, and then 2 other companies that developed the original method, if you will, of arm tickets. So yeah, it's a lot, man. And again, guys, this is only going to get worse. And now, when they give you those 2 options, all right, you don't have to take the modified. We'll give you the old one. You say no to that. I could see, guys, I could see job loss again. I'm already planning an exit strategy again. Now, I didn't have one before, to be fair. When they pulled the trigger, I was like, shit, I'm out of here. But I got a plan now. So if they pull this shit again, leaving will be a lot easier. It'll be a pain in the ass, but it'll be a lot easier. But I have a plan now. I could see them guys with no entertainment, no restaurants like they did before. You could see Mayor Adams. He'll probably be eating chicken wings and watermelon and be like, oh, you can get a piece of watermelon and a chicken, and I'll tap dance for you if you take this next arm ticket. You know, Heidi Ho, like that fucking niggerish shit that fucking, Eric Adams does. And because instead of watching de Blasio do it, you're going to have fucking, the jackass of New York City try to convince people to take it. Though I can see him dropping the hammer right out of the gates and being like, yo, take this or you're done, kind of shit. He's not, I mean, his ultimatum's not like really an ultimatum. He's going to demand you take it or you're out. I can even see, guys, with this time around, withholding pensions. I can see that. Let me say I can see that. I wouldn't be surprised. Sorry. I wouldn't be surprised if they held it up, right? Obviously, entertainment will be out. Restaurants will be out like they did before. Again, guys, in the city, there was no place that we can eat during that event, and you had to have a card. And there were places that were like, you got a card, and you just stared at them, and they go, okay, and they sat you down. So those are the places that we constantly frequent when they did that, because they knew it was bullshit, and they were also losing money. So they didn't care. Supermarkets, I wouldn't be surprised if this time around they told supermarkets they cannot get in without a card. I could absolutely see them doing that. Guys, again, this is in the making, and everybody needs to be prepared for the next event. This is more likely to happen, or at least blow up in our face, like the Mr. 19 event did. And I think if it does, it's going to be a little harsher than it was the last time. I think we're going to see more problems out of this one. But we're also going to see a lot of people pass away at an alarming rate. So there is that. I saw a post, not an article, a post on a guy who's growing some kind of growth out of his face, and his skin started going bad after the second arm ticket. But now there's a picture of his, like, the side of his face, and he's growing like pus or some kind of shit out the side of his face. It looks like dog shit. And all these people, guys, are having all of these problems. I mean, look at Chris Cuomo. Chris Cuomo is sick now, and he is blaming the arm ticket for it. Now, for those of you that don't know Chris Cuomo, if I'm not mistaken, he was on CNN. He is the jackass of the brother of the other jackass who was the governor of New York, not Mario Cuomo, that's their father, Andrew Cuomo, which is his brother. Mario Cuomo, if I'm not mistaken, was the father of Andrew and Chris Cuomo. Again, two dirtbags that, were screaming on TV and motherfuckering us about not taking a certain thing. Telling us, oh, you should, if you guys don't take it, you should go to jail. You guys should lose your jobs. And this, that, and the third. Now he's sick and he's blaming the arm ticket. Isn't that some shit? So the tables have turned. Now, with a lot of people coming forward, guys, about what's going on with the arm ticket, yeah, man, I don't see anything good coming out of it. Now, guys, tonight on the Angry Truth channel, we're going to talk about a curveball that I want all of you guys to head over to the Angry Truth. I'm going to start that pretty much right away. But there's a curveball with the election. And if this happens, guys, if this goes down, I think all hell is going to break loose. It's going to be utter chaos. Utter chaos. Yeah, and I'm not liking what this is going in. Now, yeah, this is not, it's not going to be good if this turns out to be what I think it's going to be. But anyway, I'm going to read something on the Angry Truth in a couple minutes, and I want you guys to make your own, assumptions on what's going to happen next. But yeah, I mean, listen, we're all looking at the curveball that we think is going to happen, but this one is a more finite, legal curveball that they can absolutely get away with. And I see them getting away with this. All right. So anyway, with that being said, guys, I'm going to go off the air now. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the donations, guys. Thank you for dealing with my bullshit. Mods, thank you for, beating up the trolls. I appreciate that, as always. I will see some of you guys on the Angry Truth channel in about 2-3 minutes. All right, guys. Thank you.